Hi, Jan-Christoph. Hi, thank you very much. Interaction design is a notion of which I do not know the real borders. Can you please help us to describe it?
Yes. Interaction design is really a dialogue between people and digital products, from services to apps to any digital enhanced product which you can imagine. What's beautiful is that it structures traditional elements like form, function, and technology and behaviors experienced over time. And the key, which I would say about interaction design, is that it adds a behavioral component, how people interact with each other, supported through digital devices.
In your opinion, which is the higher contribution that discipline could give today to the multifaceted and wide scenario of design?
Interaction and service design are right now probably the two most driving aspects of design, in the sense that they deal with increased complexities, with our desire for relationships, remote as well as in person, as well as supports new decision-making capabilities. So choices of how we select which information we want to act upon, which kind of services we want to utilize, and of course, how do we act in our communities and relations. So it really focuses on a higher degree of complexity in our interactions.
The Interaction Design Institute of Ivrea, of which you have been co-founder and teacher, has been some of how an institution anticipator of themes and solutions for design. Could you tell us about its most important intakes?
Yes. Interaction Design Institute Ivrea was founded 20 years ago. It was the first postgraduate institute worldwide just focusing on this topic. And it brought in 120 students from all over the world and very important practitioners and theoreticians from all over the world to define what interaction design is. Some of the outcomes are in the educational world. Arduino and processing are two of the tools which were started or further developed at Interaction Ivrea and which are now in the design education all over the world. The second part is agile prototyping. For example, I led applied dreams innovation workshops, and these were the first incidents of these agile design workshops. 1 week concept development, 1 week prototyping with real users and getting it out there. In 2000, that was still unheard of, that you could actually in 2 weeks generate from fast-paced user research to concept ideation to prototyping and assessment a whole digital product. Other impacts are that the 120 students are really, or alumni are really in leading positions worldwide. Alumni are leading artificial intelligence directions at Google. There are research heads at Microsoft, design directors, VPs at Cruise, mobility automation, at a variety of different non-profits as well as public service administrations and companies. So the 120 students have really changed the world in these last 20 years and of course have built up a new generations of students and educators. So not to forget to mention, there are very important professors which came out of Interaction Ivrea, which are now teaching the whole arena of interaction, service design, UX, or innovation strategies worldwide.
Which are the most important developments in the current debate regarding these issues?
Some design challenges which I see are how to co-design with machine intelligence or artificial intelligence, how we as designers and strategists can bring in these technological capabilities to a joint ethical direction in developing applications for the future. Another core question is how to co-design resilient communities. And that's not so much depending on technology, but it has also something to do how we relate, how we exchange information, how do we enable more resilient administrations and services in our communities, particularly in these pandemic times. And that has an impact on localized, but also globally distributed shopping, so meaning just the way of what do you get from whom and how. This has an impact on social and financial support structures, and their interaction designers can design more appropriate and intuitive applications and digital services. And of course also participating in the dialogue about it, meaning understanding and how to trust which kind of informations are out there, how to build trusted relationships in our families, communities, regions, and of course wider interconnections between colleagues, companies, the world, etc.
Can you tell us about your current project, some of the things you are currently following?
2-3 aspects here in Piedmont in Italy. We are designing right now an e-health portal, a caregiving solution for hospitals to interact with caregivers and patients at home, a logistics and planning application, but also taking in the needs of the caregivers, so the family members, the external caregivers in dealing with patients, and to smoothen this interaction, this healthcare provisioning today. We are working on a European project to design information systems, wayfinding systems for temporary events. In case there are risks or terrorist attacks, how do you inform people in a temporary event like a fair or a market, an outdoor market, about which exit to use? And we are providing for companies such as Netflix strategic advice on interactive design of content. And lastly, we are working extensively for Deutsche Telekom in designing strategic roadmaps based on deep customer insights, using these customer insights to define innovation opportunities.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jan-Christoph.
You're welcome, Marco.